and welcome to Elevate Springfield, where we will dive into strategies and stories that help you rise to your full potential. Each episode, we'll talk about how you can take intentional steps to elevate your life and your business while making a meaningful impact on those around you. Along the way, we're going to bring in the change makers from our community that are already elevating. We'll bring the actionable strategies, you bring the discipline and follow through, and together we can elevate Springfield.
All right, let's go, Springfield. Time to 10x your day, 10x your life, and all of us 10x Springfield. Hey, you are listening to the Elevate Springfield podcast. Robert Farrell here, certified 10x coach, speaker, and mentor, here to bring you actionable strategies. You bring the discipline and follow through, and together we're going to elevate Springfield. Well, we are coming to you from the Big Dog Construction Studio in beautiful downtown Springfield. You are listening to Separation Saturdays on Elevate Springfield, where you can separate yourself from the competition every Saturday morning. We're going to get started after the break. Hey, Springfield, when it comes to reliable, high-quality roofing, you don't want to leave things to chance. That's why you should reach out to Acosta Angeli Roofing, your local roofing expert, serving Springfield and surrounding communities. From quick, dependable repairs to full replacement, from residential to commercial, they are your trusted pros. Call them today at 217-993-2748 or visit their website to book your free quote and inspection. Don't wait. A little leak now could lead to major damage later. Trust the local experts, protect your home, and get peace of mind with Acosta Angeli Roofing. All right, and we are back. Hey, it was a phenomenal week on Elevate Springfield, but hey, it's always a phenomenal week on Elevate Springfield. As you know, you can be starting your morning every morning with a new episode of Elevate Springfield. If you missed any of this week's episodes, hey, just go back and check them out now. But today, with it being Separation Saturday, wanted to touch on culture. We all know how important culture is. And if you don't know how important culture is, this is your wake-up call to tell you how important culture is. You see, culture is not what you say. It is what you allow. That's the biggest difference for a lot of folks out there. It's not what you say it is, or it's not what you say is going on. It is what you allow. Culture is not ping pong tables and snacks and merch and slogans on the wall and avoiding conflict to keep people happy, hiring people just because they're like you. Culture is really the repeated behavior that gets accepted. So what is rewarded, corrected, or ignored? And it's a system of values, conventions, and standards. This is all straight out of the 10X playbook for culture, right? These are the things that the 10X team looks at when it comes to culture. So culture alignment plus role competency plus performance potential. One thing that owners and leaders of the company need to know is your team cannot outperform your leadership standard, because the owner, or CEO in some instances, is the first culture carrier. This is the one that's driving the bus when it comes to culture. An unclear owner creates a confused team. A low confront owner creates a soft team. A disorganized owner creates a reactive team. Have you ever been in that situation where everything's a fire, everything's reacting, there's no really planning going on, there's no clear path because the owner or the leader is disorganized? And a rescuing owner creates dependency. Probably seen that before too, right? Where the leader is constantly picking up the slack for the team or constantly going through and fixing things that the team did wrong. That breeds dependency. So the 10X leadership standards that you need to have. Number one, clear on the mission. We've talked about mission before. Clear on the mission. Number two, fast in communication. Number three, direct with correction. And number four, obsessed with training. And this all builds your culture. When you have all those things in place, that's going to build your culture. So when you look at those 4 types of owners that we talked about, that first culture carrier is the owner, the unclear, the low confront, the disorganized, or the rescuing. Are you on any of those 4? Do you see yourself in any of those 4? And ask yourself this question: would you rehire yourself as CEO based on your current consistency? Tough question, right? You would hope you'd say yes, but it might be something to where, hey, I got some work to do in some of these areas. You see, we talk a lot in 10X about what you do weekly becomes the culture. So here's some things you could do daily. A daily huddle, talking about wins, targets, obstacles, priorities, and commitments. Weekly, you can have scorecards, results, client issues, department priorities, and training. Monthly, you could have performance reviews, culture reviews, role clarity, and discuss bottlenecks. And then quarterly, talent audit, leadership development, org chart, promotion and transition. All those discussions could be happening quarterly. You see, when it comes to building that culture, management shouldn't be popular. They should be predictable. And a golden rule of 10X is what we talk about is give the most attention to the people making it go right, not the ones sabotaging the operation. That's the same with culture. In order to build a strong culture that you want, you have to have the right people in there and the wrong people moved out. And when you're looking at that, when you're looking at having the right people in there, one mistake that people make is panic hiring people when they just need some help right now and they can start immediately. Really, in 10X, we're talking about performance hiring. What revenue can this role affect? What responsibility will they own? What result will they produce? And what standard will they raise? Because the right people don't cost money, the wrong ones do. So we should always be hiring and recruiting because growth requires a constant talent pipeline. And again, to build the right culture, you have to have the right people in the company. And finding the right people can be difficult, but having an interview process that weeds the wrong people out and allows the right people to go through is what we need to do. And you can look back at previous episodes for interview techniques from a 10X perspective. But basically, you want to ask behavior revealing questions like, tell me about the highest pressure environment you have worked in, or what was your measurable result in your last role? Those are behavior revealing questions rather than a weak question could be, are you a team player? Right? Everybody's going to say yes to that. So the idea is to start detecting some of these patterns and get the behavior revealing patterns out before you hire them. So one more thing on hiring. Again, go back to some previous episodes. We did 2 or 3 episodes on the 10X interview method, but spotting the right talent. I'm going to go over some red flags and some green flags for you. So some of the red flags: sporadic work experience, blaming previous employers. If you've ever interviewed anybody, you've probably heard that. Anybody that's interviewed quite a few people has heard the blaming previous employers. The constant victim talk, vague about goals. We want people that are clear on goals. Clear goals would be a green flag. Another green flag could be owns mistakes without theatrics. Can explain prior results. If you can't explain prior results, you probably don't have good results. And if you did have good results, you have zero idea how you did that. So you have zero idea how to duplicate that. Other green flags are coachable and directable, prepared and researched, and wants growth tied to performance. We have all seen the red flags of somebody showing up to an interview unprepared, done no company research, present themselves a little sloppily, right? So look for those green flags to help you get the right people on board so you can build a culture that is going to grow, build a culture that rewards the right things and gets rid of the things that you want gone. So let's talk a little bit about the requirements for a 10X culture. These are the things you want embedded in there. Number 1, winning is the expectation. You want to make sure that everybody in the company expects to win. Also want to have a daily all-team meeting. You've heard me talk about this one before. That is a great way to build culture. Daily training, daily role play, daily coaching, daily inspiration, daily recognition, daily correction, daily reinforcements of targets. This one's really important that a lot of people don't do. They don't have daily targets and therefore cannot reinforce daily targets if you don't have daily targets. So first off, get some daily targets. And then 10, teach me, show me, do it for me, make sure I can do it. But again, it is all about rewarding greatness. It's building an obsessed team. It's the team versus the individual. It's everybody going toward that team goal, but everybody has individual targets as well. It's about seeking out and eliminating the cancers. It's about getting rid of all negativity in your organization to be able to build a strong culture. So let's ask yourself these few things. Describe your current culture. What would you say it is? And then list out what you are doing to establish and reinforce your culture daily. If you wrote down your culture and you can't think of anything that you're doing each day to reinforce that culture, that is really not your culture. And then number 3, what will you commit to improving? Whether you feel like you have a phenomenal culture now or not, we can always improve. So what are you committing today to improve? Because if you want a 10x culture, again, it's all about everybody saying the same thing, everybody driving toward massive targets, everybody having their own individual targets. It's about management holding everyone accountable. It is about rewarding greatness. It is about everybody winning, and winning being the expectation. So is your culture in your business right now a 10x culture? Some of the things you heard today, could you implement those into your company to help improve your culture? Take a few of them, try to put them in there, see what they do for you. Hope that helps, and we'll be back after the break.
Looking for expert tree care with hometown integrity? Look no further than Sangamon Tree Service. They're your trusted local pros, delivering quality workmanship, exceptional customer service, and fair, honest pricing every time. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, their team brings professionalism and care to every job, big or small. Call the name your neighbors trust, Sangamon Tree Service, or visit them today at SangamonTreeService.com. Sangamon Tree Service, rooted in quality, built on trust.
Well, thank you for joining us today, everybody. Appreciate you making us a part of your day. Hey, don't forget, while you're out on social, check ours out. You can check my personal one out at Robert Farrell at everywhere. Check out those Elevate Springfield pages, those Big Dog Business Coaching pages as well. Check us out over on YouTube. Give us a subscribe, give us a like or a follow on any of those channels. We would certainly appreciate it. So hey, take what you learned today. You bring the discipline and follow through, and together, that's right, y'all, we're going to elevate Springfield. Be great.
Looking for personalized insurance with hometown care? David Hilst, American Family Insurance Agents, here to help you protect what matters most: your family, your home, and your dreams. Whether it's auto, home, life, business, David and his team are proud to serve the Springfield community with trusted advice and reliable coverage. Local service, real relationships, peace of mind. Call today or stop by their office. They can build your dream protection plan together. Call 217-726-6343.